Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast.
Hey, welcome guys to another episode of Voice of the Fans Sportscast. I'm your host, Ben Reynolds. We have Taylor Gatwood with us tonight. What's going on, man?
What's going on, bro?
Everything's good on my side, man. Can't complain. Well, I can't complain. We're going to get to that in a few minutes. But, you know, this NFC and AFC Championship game coming up this weekend. And I know a lot of fans are pumped to see these games. And I'm excited, too, just to watch some good football. Even though I'm not particularly a fan of the Rams, 49ers, Chiefs, I do like the Bengals. And if y'all new listening to the show, I'm a Saints fan, so I got some history with the 49ers and the Rams, so I can't really root for them boys like that. But it's all good. It's going to be, I feel like the Rams and 49ers game is going to be a defensive game. I know it's going to be a high scoring game like we saw from the Buccaneers and Rams. What you think?
Yeah, they both got good defenses, and I mean, I think it's going to be a real good game. I do, but at the same time, I'm like, it's the 49ers. I mean, we thought the Packers were going to blow them out, so you can't ever tell with that. Yeah, but yeah, they both have good defenses, so I don't think it's going to be high scoring.
And the Rams beat them twice this season. I mean, the 49ers beat the Rams twice this season, head to head.
Yeah, but that don't mean nothing. You know that firsthand.
Yeah, you remember what the Saints did to the Buccaneers. I think that was a year ago. Yeah, a year ago. So anything can happen at this point. With especially in NFL and the playoffs, it's a clean record. Like they say, everybody's 0-0. You know, anything can happen. But I'm curious to see what the Rams going to do about Deebo Samuel. If I follow them, I'll stack the box. If I see Deebo in motion, I'll just come down with my safety, man. I got to add somebody else in that box to stop that bull crap, all that running between the tackles. We at this point in time where we got to treat him like a literally running back.
Yeah, I'd rather stack the box against him and take the risk of Garoppolo throwing a bad pass.
Yeah, I take single coverage with my boys every time, especially if Jimmy G is throwing the football. I take that chance because I have literally the best corner in the game, and he can match up pretty good. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm just worried about keying in on Deebo Samuel and make sure that he's not getting loose and picking up yak.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, if you're gonna lose this game, you can't let Deebo beat you.
You just can't, man. He's the X factor for him, and he will get the offense going. So if we shut down Deebo, figure out how to shut down them end rounds and them quick passes. Now I'm pretty sure they have a chance. The Rams got too much talent not to shut that down. I know they've been beat before by it, but at this point, you have to adapt and learn that those plays won't work anymore. You have to.
Yep.
If you want to win this game, you gotta take Debo out, and they still have Kittle, but Kittle been off this year. I don't know if it's between him and Jimmy or what.
I feel like they don't get him the ball enough.
So you think it's game planning?
I mean, yeah, but I've seen him make some bad drops in the playoffs too. So
yeah, like the one he was wide open across the middle and hit him in the shoulder pad. Man, he wasn't trying to catch that brick.
For real.
I was surprised he dropped that though. He feel like he I don't know. It was not the lack of concentration. He was just trying to like cradle it or something.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a big play though.
Yeah, I thought that was a killer right there.
They still won, but I mean, you got to make those plays in the playoffs, especially if you're going to beat the Rams.
So your game plan for the 49ers, if they come into the game, what you trying to do to beat the Rams? Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I mean, you definitely got to get the ball in Debo Samuel's hand as much as possible. You gotta try to run the ball, but I don't think you're gonna run the ball against. You're not gonna run the ball on that D line.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they will. So they're probably gonna be one-dimensional. They're probably gonna pass a lot, which probably isn't the greatest thing, but I mean, they're probably going to run a lot of quick stuff like screens to Debo and try to get the ball out to playmakers in space, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think my man Jethro would be trying to run fakes and get Kittle involved early. Cause you know how the energy on the 49ers flow when Kittle get ready and when he get energized. Man, it's just like it takes the 49 team to a whole nother level. So, man, I feel like they're gonna run a lot of fakes, a lot of pass options, and try to get Kittle with some creative matchups. I feel like the Rams linebackers are not all that great. It's really the front four. Cause Fowler, he's like a hybrid, ain't he?
Yeah, he's like an outside backer DM, isn't he?
And he can be had. I think that's one of the reasons why, was it Jacksonville that let him go? I believe it was Jacksonville.
Yeah. He went to Jacksonville and the Falcons, I think, didn't he?
I'm not sure on the Falcons. But I definitely remember him being on that get Jacksonville defense, and he really just didn't live up to the hype too. But
yeah, he was supposed to be a stud.
Yeah, exactly. And so he really feeds off the D line. So that will help out Fowler. But I'll try to get him in the matchups, man. I'll just try to get that defense going sideways instead of them coming downhill on me. I want to try to get with some misdirections with Eli Mitchell. And just try to get Kittle going early. Because once he get going, it's a whole nother ball game. That's the last guy you want to see get going. And I say, you haven't really been seeing it all year. So this is time to get him to the Pro Bowl status, we used to seeing. Now on the Rams side of the ball, what you trying to do to that 49ers defense?
I think they're going to do exactly similar to what they did against the Bucks. I think they're going to try to run the ball with Cam Akers, which Cam Akers didn't have. I mean, Cam Akers had 24 rushes for 48 yards against the Bucks and a couple fumbles. So they shut him down pretty good. But I don't think the 49ers run defense is as good as the Bucks run defense. I mean, it's still good, but I mean the Bucks are known for having an unstoppable run defense. I think they're still going to try to get the run game going early with Cam Akers because he does look explosive. And then
he does.
And then
think
obviously the play action game's going to start working out. I think that's what they're going to try to do.
like I was thinking the same thing. Give him a heavy dose of Cam Akers. I mean, Sony Michel been doing good too, you know. So I'll try to get them guys going early and try to get that D line before nice pass rush tired. Cause we can't force Stafford getting hit. You know, we don't want him being antsy in the pocket. So heavy dose of Cam Akers. It's kind of crazy how the opposite of the game plans are. The 49ers, they kind of want to get that offensive game going, you know, side to side, not downhill. And the Rams kind of want to establish that dominance early in the running game, you know, pound for pound type jump. So it's gonna be some haymakers thrown for sure. And that's why it's going to picking this game and thinking about what you can do for both teams. It just that I don't know. I feel like the Rams are head and shoulders above them. I really don't think the 49ers are all that great, man. In my opinion, they just tough. They just know how to stick it out to the end. It's just hard to explain.
Kyle Shanahan's a good coach. Kyle Shanahan's 6-0 in his career against the Rams. Did you know that? He's 6-0 against. He's 6-0 against Sean McVay.
Wow.
Yeah, McVay hasn't beat him yet.
So he have no answer for McVay. I mean, McVay had no answer for him.
That's what it looks like.
Whew. That's tough.
Yeah, because they know each other so well. Remember, they were on that Redskins staff together.
Yeah, with Matt LaFleur. That's crazy. And that Redskins team, they couldn't do nothing. Because they lost RG3, too. That also doesn't help their case. But that's crazy what kind of head coaching staff they had.
That team was that coaching staff. I don't think you'll ever find one better than that.
I know, right? But in any case, the Rams, they have to assert dominance early. I know in the back of the head, like, dang, the 49ers beat us twice this year. Pretty good, too. So they have to put that behind them. And another thing that's going to happen in this game is the Rams fans have to show up. It's not even a home game for them boys. It's like it'd be half and half. Like, how you let the half of opposing team fans come and be your house, and the opposing team fans be making more noise than you? It sounds like a away game. I never seen nothing like that.
Yeah, I've never even heard of anything like that. Like, they're like, "Oh, you're sorry, you're not a 49ers fan. You can't buy this ticket." Like, what?
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Maybe their fan base not up since they just moved to LA or whatever. But my goodness, there's no way them people should opposing teams fans should be outweighing your fans, especially in games like that. So we're gonna see what kind of crowd noise is gonna be happening this playoff game. But of course you're gonna get Cooper Kupp going. The 49ers got to find a way to shut that. I know the 49ers corners and all that great. They really just have like Jimmy Ward back there. But they're going to have to, stay true to themselves and not get beat deep. Cause I know the Rams going to take a couple of shots. And I just like the Rams offense. It's going to go wherever Matthew Stafford takes it. So he can't be doing no dumb stuff, no dumb passes, no trying to do too much. Who cares? You just throw for 250 and 3 touchdowns. That's great. You don't have to throw for 400. And you don't have to do all this extraness. Just make the play when you have to make the play. Tom Brady been doing this whole career. Drew been doing it. Payton. If Matthew Stafford really want to cement his legacy like Big Ben, then he have to make the right plays in this NFC Championship game. If he loses NFC Championship game, man, it's gonna be a lot of doubt on his name because people still question like, should he be in the Hall of Fame? Should he get in this and that? If he screw up this NFC Championship game, it's gonna be really tough for him to get in the Hall of Fame.
Well, I think he's a Hall of Famer just based off his stats so far. But like, if he does win a ring this year, then yeah, he's 100% in. You know what I mean? Like, I think he already could be. There's a good chance. But if he wins the ring, it's over then. But he don't need to lose this game. Not with the team he has. I mean, he can't lose this. He can't lose this game.
He got too much riding on the game.
He probably has the most pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And probably McVay probably does too, though, because I mean he's 0-6 in his career against Shanahan.
Mhm. And McVay went to Super Bowl and lost, so he got a lot of burden on him to call a good game plan and get them guys ready for Sunday. But all that being said,
if both run games are shut down and it's between a shootout between Garoppolo and Stafford, the Rams will be in good shape then.
Yeah, because we want Jimmy in that predicament. You know, we give Jimmy, we bash Jimmy a lot, but he have made some pretty good plays in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I can't fall for that.
Yeah, he's obviously not elite, but I mean he's definitely like he's pretty smart for the most. He's pretty smart for the most part.
Yeah, he had made some key plays before, so I can't head on that too much. I guess I give him a little slack. But with all that being said, Tyler, he's taking the Rams. Who do you have?
I'm taking the Rams.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm flying with the Rams also. I really hate it, but yeah, I'm taking the Rams. This is why I hope the Rams get to the Super Bowl and lose, just because of what they've been doing to us the couple of years. But if it's Rams versus Chiefs, I might go for the Rams. I can't stand it.
If it's Rams versus Chiefs, I'm going with the Rams.
Yeah, I can't stand the Chiefs, man.
If it's Rams versus Bengals, I'm going with the Bengals.
Oh, yeah. For sure. All right, so the next game, Chiefs versus the Bengals. Now, you were saying earlier, you said you really want to take the Bengals in this, but in your heart of hearts, you know the Chiefs are head and shoulders above most of the NFL teams. But this year, in the playoffs, they're just a different breed.
Yeah, we should have known. They fooled us to the beginning of the season. We should have known that all along. That was too good to be true.
Yeah, I was like, it's trouble in paradise. Nah. I think Patrick Mahomes just got bored. He just started doing crap. Like, hey, I'm about to lose all these games and see what happens and see can I still make the playoffs and win the division. So, the Chiefs, man, they got a lot of playmakers, and the Bengals D line is actually pretty good, especially with Trey Henderson, who from the Who Dat, and our boy Von Bell in the secondary. Then the other guy,
your boy.
I'm not gonna say his name.
Yeah, we don't have to say his name.
Yeah, we don't want to boost his head up. He already think he all that. But they got their hands full. Like I said, they beat him earlier in the regular season, but I think the Chiefs are just trying to find their identity. I don't know what was going on with them. It was just a weird timing. But I feel like this time is a little bit different. It's just the Chiefs are hitting on firing all cylinders. There's not much any team can do about it. The Bills had a top-rated defense, and they weren't able to slow down the Chiefs at all. And that's what I'm worried about.
It don't matter who you have on defense. When Patrick Mahomes gets going with those weapons, you can't stop it. There's nothing when Patrick Mahomes gets outside the pocket, all you can do is pray. I mean,
please
for real though.
Up and down field.
Yeah, he's the best. He might be the best quarterback I've ever seen, like outside the pocket. I mean, actually,
Russell.
it's hard to say that because Rodgers.
Yeah,
Rodgers was really good out the pocket, but he's unbelievable, man. I mean, like you said, I mean, I hate the Chiefs, but I don't hate Patrick Mahomes. Like, I mean, he's not a bad guy. He's got a weird family, you know.
He got the Adam family. No, the monsters.
He's got people in his family that are just like they got famous because of him.
Yeah.
But they took the fame the wrong way. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah. Who wants to see? What's his name? Jesse Mahomes, Jackson Mahomes dancing. Yeah. Nobody want to see that.
Hey,
like he already living off his brother glory too much.
Hey, Juju Smith's coming next year's collab.
I was surprised he hadn't started Juju in one of his TikTok dances.
I mean, Juju did have
a future.
Yeah, I mean, Juju had a lot of off time. He's hurt all year.
You know, that's how Juju get prepared for the season.
Apparently, he just goes starts dancing on people's logos.
Yeah, I remember about that, man. Man, everybody come for his head when they seen the video of him dancing on Sean Taylor's logo.
I didn't know he did that. I didn't know he did that. Okay, that's
when they were honoring Sean Taylor at the Washington game, he was standing on 21, and they say he was doing TikTok dances.
Bro, that's wrong.
Man, I don't call for violence, but you know, if it's right, he ain't got beat up yet.
Yeah, for real.
But anyway, all right. So, in a scenario, what would the Bengals have to do to win this game? Cause everywhere I play it out in my head, I'm just like, basically, had to create turnovers, and right now, Patrick Mahomes is not in the turnover business.
That, and they have to find a way to protect Joe Burrow.
That boy in distress every time he dropped back.
I'm
surprised he ever get the ball off.
I know, he's tough. Like he's regardless of what happens in this game, this season was a massive W for the Bengals.
It was.
Like, they ain't won a playoff game in, what, they say, like, 30-something years?
Mm-hmm.
And they won 2. They got to the AFC Championship. Like, they said Joe Burrow, he comes to his rookie year, he comes to a 2-14 team. Then he tears his ACL, comes back the next year, and wins 2 playoff games. Like, that's just some stuff you don't hear happen. Like, a rebuild get turned around that quick.
Yeah, nobody saw that coming, to be honest. The Bengals being that good. Nobody saw that coming. And the whole season, I was picking against them till I started learning my lesson. Like, the Bengals are for real. I need to start picking the Bengals. Because like week 1, you're like, they got lucky. Then you saw the Minnesota win, you're like, they still getting lucky. Then.
Yeah, it's Minnesota. It's Minnesota. They're inconsistent.
Yeah, like, so you were just, like, making excuses for, then they beat the Ravens. You're like, like, what's going on here? Like, the Bengals are winning their games. This is interesting. Because, it was just, nobody, I remember we were complaining about their O-line and them not fixing everything. And so we didn't know how good the defense were. We didn't know that Trey Henderson would make a huge impact as he did. So the Bengals was just a huge surprise.
Yeah, they're just, they need to, obviously in the offseason they got some work to do. But their defense isn't horrible. Like, it's decent. So, all they got to do is probably get, maybe a piece or 2 on defense, get a couple other linemen, and they're legit contenders. And they're already in the AFC Championship.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not writing them off here, but dude, it's gonna be hard to beat that Chiefs team right now.
In Chiefs Kingdom too.
Yeah, even though they did beat them in there this year, and it was when the Chiefs were good. It was the end of the year. But like you said, I mean, they're kind of a different team in the playoffs.
They are. It seems like everything just clicks for them when they play in the playoffs. So we looking at inexperience versus experience. I just hope to see the Bengals make some stops. Like, if they can get Patrick Mahomes off the field, somehow cover Tyreek Hill, Kelsey. I'm not familiar with the Bengals linebacker, so I hardly see them just make big plays. I usually see the D-line making the sacks or, the corner, the safety making a play. So I wonder how would they cover Kelsey. Do they have a cover linebacker? To be honest, the only thing I put a linebacker on Kelsey if I was Bengals.
I put a safety on him.
Yeah. At this point, you have to go with a DB. It's just a lot to go against this offense. Do you know Tyrann Mathieu gonna be back?
He is back.
I'll asking you. Do you know? 'Cause he had concussion.
I haven't seen any reports on it, but yeah, I did see he got a concussion.
So it usually takes about a week or sometimes 2 weeks. I guess we have to wait and see. 'Cause you saw what happened when he was out. It was like no communication on the back end for the Chiefs. And if that's the case, then Chase and T. Higgins might go off.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't got
your floor general,
that's a big deal. Yeah, he's the leader.
So if he ain't there, directing coverage, calling out stuff that he see, then the Bengals that might be the chance they get if he's out. 'Cause you saw the coverage and the busted coverages versus the Bills. And the Bengals was just good of a receiver core than the Bills.
Yeah.
So if Matthew's not there calling out coverages and plays and everything like that, then we might see some busted coverages, and that might give the Bengals the edge. Because you know how one big play just kills the vibe of in the stadium.
Yeah, I think. I'm not going to count Joe Burrow out. I think he has a chance, but that's really going to help. Like, if they don't have Matthew, I don't know, man. That secondary's already kind of weak.
Mhm. All right. Well, us discussing and talking about the game. I think I'm leaning towards the Chiefs. I won't be mad if the Chiefs lose, but I think I'm leaning toward the Chiefs just because of and them added Jared McKinnon. What that dude just added another flair to the offense.
He's kind of cold.
He is. I forgot how good he was coming out the backfield catching the football.
Yeah, he's
so that's another dynamic to the game. I think I'm leaning towards the Chiefs. Tyler taking the Chiefs also.
God, this is so hard. I know what the right answer is. But you know what, man? I'm going with the Bengals.
You said bump it. I'm going with my heart. I'm not going with my head, but with my heart.
Yeah, I'm going to be bold right here and go with the Bengals, man.
My heart for Joe Burrow.
I do love some Joe Burrow.
Oh, man. So, The picks are in, guys. Me, Tyler, and Gatwood had the Rams. Me and Tyler had the Chiefs, and Gatwood going with the Bills. With the Bengals. So let the games begin.
I had to be different. We couldn't be all right. I mean, we couldn't
Yeah.
all be
I'm curious to see what the poll gonna look like when I put it up. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think 49 and Rams gonna be kind of split, but I think the Chiefs and Bengals probably gonna be one-sided.
Dude, I really think you can look at it so many different ways. Like Rams and 49ers, you can play. Dang, the Rams are gonna blow them out. But then you look back well, we thought the same thing with the Packers. Sean McVay's 0-6 against Shanahan. So I'm just so curious to see how these games are gonna go. They could go so many different ways.
Yeah, I want to see how I kind of know. So I won't say I know how the Rams and 49 games are gonna go, but I have an idea how it's gonna play out. Just kind of the two, they almost having a similar play style. But the Rams have a better passing offense. But the one I'm curious, I have no clue. The radical idea is the Chiefs blow out the Bengals.
Yeah, man.
But so that's the radical idea I have. But when I sit down and watch the game, I think I'm be in for a surprise of the different things that happen. Because
I think it's possible for the Rams to blow out the Niners too.
Yeah, the Packers should have.
That's what I'm saying. I had an idea of how the Packers and 49ers game was going to go, but it turned out I had no clue.
I think a lot of people were shocked.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's why I don't put money on games like that. NFL is too crazy. NBA, you have a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Of the matchups and who's gonna win what. Cause I remember when we did our NBA picks during the playoffs, it was pretty dang easy.
Yeah, you pretty much know.
Yeah, you pretty much know.
It's just the NBA playoffs. Pretty much before the season starts, you know who the contenders are. But this year's kind of different though. This year it's kind of wide open.
I'm just ready for some football, and like I said, I hate these teams, man. So, and I'm really excited to see either one make it to the Super Bowl, but it's whatever. If the Bengals make it, then that'll give me more hype to root for a team in the Super Bowl instead of just seeing the Rams and Chiefs. And
you hate all these
teams?
I said you hate all these teams?
Dude, you already know why I hate the 49ers. We have a history.
I know you hate the Rams, Niners, and Chiefs, but I didn't know you hated the Bengals.
No, I don't hate the Bengals. I was saying, out of those three teams I mentioned. I never hated the Bengals. The only reason, first, the Bengals and the Saints fans did have beef once upon a time because of who they fan base was saying that we stole that from them and just made it Southern who that, but actually who that been around for a long time.
Yeah, so that's not a big deal. But if anybody's starting some beef with the Saints, you know who in the secondary.
And that's why a lot of fans are torn right now because of Eli Big Mouth Apple had to come out there and say something. Now Saints fans I don't know, I want that guy winning the ring. So the worst thing that Saints fans are hoping right now is Tyreek Hill just burning for a couple touchdowns, but they still win to make them humble.
Dude, I don't think you can make that dude humble. Apparently not, because he should have been humbled by now.
I know, all the times he got burned. It's just playing ridiculous. And so that's where Saints fans are at right now with Eli Apple. But apparently he don't even play man. They don't even put him in man coverage. They put him in zone. He's not a one-on-one corner.
I kind of want to see him get burnt too. Not gonna lie, I really do.
I do. That one. Then after he get burned, I want to see Joe Burrow throw a 65-yarder to Chase.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
to match what Eli Apple just gave up.
If it's an absolute shootout and like they throw like Pat Mahomes throws like 4 touchdowns over Eli Apple's head, and then Joe Burrow pulls it out somehow.
Yeah, that's what I hope to see. But guess, like I said, we'll see Sunday. As you know, Saints head coach Sean Payton is retiring. It sucks being a Saints fan, man. See, you complain about being a Texans fan. You see what we go through?
Dude, not even compare, man.
Man, it's totally on the same level.
The same level? Are you serious, bro? Bill O'Brien?
Same level. We can't catch a break.
Bro, Deshaun Watson, bro.
Sean Payton.
What do you mean, bro? At least you had a coach for, like, Sean Payton for that long. Instead of Bill O'Brien.
Man, my heart hurt, man. It's so being a Saints fan. I told my coworker, I said, "Oh no, we suck again."
Dude, it must be nice to be out here being Chiefs fans. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No care in the world.
Alabama.
You just wake up happy on Sundays knowing you're gonna win a football game. You're like, yeah, we gonna win.
Hey, yeah. If you're gonna love sports, you might as well be a Chiefs fan, a Warriors fan, an Alabama fan.
Yeah.
Like Dodgers.
You just wake up winning.
Yeah.
Nah, you don't even know what losing is.
Exactly.
Our Tom Brady fan, you just wake up winning. That junk's insane. So Sean Payton retired. I'm just like, my whole world been shook. I'm sick to my stomach. I'm kind of mad and sad because this dude, like, Sean Payton, how you retire on a just because we had Winston? We signed Winston. Like, that's all we had to offer.
No, it's off cap, bro.
Man, look, we can. It's not even about the cap though, cause we can actually, move some stuff around. It's the whole quarterback thing. I know it is. Like, that's his fault.
I mean, maybe he wants to retire for a year and then come back somewhere else.
He pulled a freaking Bill Cowher, but you see what happened. The Steelers already had Mike Tomlin in-house. Mike Tomlin was in-house, wasn't he? He was at DC?
I don't know. I never knew that.
I think Mike Tomlin's from Bill Cowher coaching tree.
For real?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty dang sure.
Maybe y'all get lucky like that.
Well, so who would you suggest to be our coach? Say you're unbiased, so I ask you.
Bro, I'm going for Brian Flores.
You'll bring somebody not in-house?
I'm telling you, bro, I think Brian Flores is such a good coach. I think he's the best one in the market right now.
So, you don't think they'll mess up the locker room chemistry we have?
No. Listen to the dude. You know Brian Flores and Sean are on the same page. They're trying to go to the same place. Y'all bring in Brian Flores, so y'all can get Deshaun. You didn't hear that? How Brian Flores and Deshaun have been in contact, and they're trying to go to the same place? And that's why Miami fired Flores, because Miami wanted to stick with Tua, and he wanted to trade for Deshaun. And then they've been in contact, and they're talking about going to the same place. So you can't tell me you wouldn't want Flores in the Watson package.
Is Flores a defensive coordinator, like a defensive-minded coach?
Yeah, I think he was. Wasn't he? He was with the Patriots. Yeah, he's from the Belichick coaching tree. I think he was defensive.
So will he change our defensive scheme, or he'll let Dennis Allen just run his own thing?
But isn't Dennis Allen about to leave probably?
No, I know some teams requested to interview him for a head coaching position.
He might get moved up to the head coach.
Yeah, that's what the speculation was. That my theory is that Dennis Allen becomes the head coach. Chris Richard becomes our defensive coordinator. You know, our DB coach that who I think it was the Steelers requested to interview him. It was some team. I can't remember. They requested to interview our DB coach. But I was like, why not promote him to our defense coordinator? Because since he's already on staff and he's under Dennis Allen, and we already have our offensive coordinator Pete Carmichael, who called plays when Sean Payton was out, and so it like keep the whole Sean Payton philosophy intact.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes a change of culture ain't bad either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just don't want that
Eric
defense to get ruined. That's the only thing about it.
Brian Flores is a defensive. He was a defensive coach for the Patriots. So, I mean, and then also there's Eric Bieniemy, the offense coordinator for the Chiefs. Did you hear what Tyreek Hill said the other day? He said him and Andy Reid are like Shaq and Kobe.
Most people think it's Andy Reid.
Yeah, but I mean, if Tyreek Hill said that, I mean, he knows what he's talking about. That's his offense coordinator.
I don't know. I kind of want to play it safe, man. I kind of want to keep it in-house. Like, it's already built up. Like, I don't want to change the whole philosophy of the defense when the defense is top 5.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, our defense is great. But, like, what about offense? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, we still have a quarterback issue.
If y'all had Deshaun with Brian Flores, I mean, you can still have a top 10 defense. But you got Deshaun on offense, and that's all Deshaun.
But the offense will still be Sean Payton offense because of Pete Carmichael. Unless Brian Flores fire him or something like that, then the whole culture.
You think Deshaun could do that type of offense?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if Brian Flores keep Pete Carmichael, it'll be the same. It'll be the same offense. It wasn't nothing changed. It'll still be a Sean Payton offense, which is what you want.
Yeah, I mean, it would be nasty though if they had Deshaun and Kamara in that backfield with Michael Thomas.
Yeah, Michael Thomas and maybe Williamson from Alabama or Burks from Arkansas. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, but also, if Deshaun goes there, who's going to want to come to play receiver there? Mike Williams, because they play together in college.
Oh yeah, that's right. Like the Panthers hire former Giants head coach Ben McAdoo.
Okay, yeah, like that dude was like horrible with the Giants.
Yeah, like Ben McAdoo. So what? like what in the world? What the Panthers doing? They fired Joe Brady to sign Ben McAdoo.
Dude, they're kind of the Panthers are. I don't even see their direction of their franchise. I don't know what they're doing.
They need a quarterback. I don't know. They can release Sam Darnold or what. They should release Sam Darnold and Cam Newton while they at it.
Yeah, Cam Newton's going. I mean, he was free to be a free agent. I mean, he only signed a 1-year deal.
And then do you hear about that trade rumor?
Yeah, you're talking about Trey McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand what they're doing. I really don't. Panthers. If I was a Panthers fan, man, you're down here in the boat with me.
we can't win nothing. They still, y'all have something in common. Y'all have something in common. Yeah, both y'all are Super Bowl less.
Yeah, we're both drowning down now. We fell off the boat.
Yeah, y'all got 0-0. It's a tie game. So do they not know how to use McCaffrey? Because, first of all, everybody knew that guy wasn't built for 30-plus carries a game. But it's just common sense.
Dude, dude doesn't have to get that many carries to be effective. Like, he's so good out of the
backfield.
Yeah, just give him the ball. You don't have to run it up the middle, like, every time. I'm just saying, like, they don't use him right because that dude can be used. He should be used differently.
Well, they use him right, then they overuse him. That's the problem. They overuse him. Like look at Kamara, same type of back, but the Saints spread him out. They put him out wide. They put him in the slot. They put him as a wide out at the very end. Like, he play on the outside sometimes, one-on-one with the linebacker. Like, they move Kamara around. He just don't do that one thing. And that's why the Saints always bring in a power back like Mark Ingram, Latavius Murray. Who's another one? Tony Jones Jr. They always bring in a power back to complement Kamara. And now they got Chuba Hubbard, so that's a perfect complementary to McCaffrey. So now you don't have to, overuse him. You can, spread out the plays on for him. And now you can put both of them on the field together and put McCaffrey in the slot. Like, you gotta mix it up. They're not doing that. They just run him right at the gut, and he's tearing up his hamstrings or ankle or whatever he's dealing with.
I don't understand why they would talk about trading him. He's literally their team.
They literally gonna win no games. They trade McCaffrey.
Yeah, I mean,
then if I'm DJ Moore, I'm throwing up the peace sign. I'm out here too.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't really understand why they would do that. Like, I don't even think they should rebuild. I think they should retool a little bit because their defense is pretty. Like, they have some pieces over there.
Yeah, they got Gilmore and they getting J.C. Horn back next year. That
they got
line is great.
Zach Thompson.
Yeah, Zach Thompson.
And then
they got the other corner. I forgot his name, but he's been playing good too.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I can't remember his name either. But I mean, they have a solid group. They just need a quarterback, really. Like, if they had a quarterback, I could see them having a winning record. Like, with that defense.
To be honest, I don't know where they're gonna get a quarterback from at this stage.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's going to be a lot of questions from this offseason for a lot of these teams that, I don't know, it don't really make sense.
I really don't know what's going to happen with this. That's what I'm saying. I think Winston going to get a boatload of money for somebody. So what's thinking about teams need a quarterback? What? The Panthers, Saints, Denver, Minnesota. I think Minnesota's going to step away from Kirk Cousins. The Browns. The Browns might trade Baker at this point.
Steelers.
Who? Yeah, Steelers. Yeah, Big Ben just retired. What about Jameis in Pittsburgh?
I don't know, man. I mean, maybe. I mean, he's kind of got the similar build to Big Ben. He's kind of a similar quarterback to Big Ben, honestly.
Exactly.
What do you think about it?
And since Payton left, I don't think Winston coming back. Cause I think Winston was his whole purpose of being in New Orleans to get that that QB University teaching, and since he's gone, I think Mike Tomlin can provide that guidance.
Yeah, I could see that honestly, but I mean, I could honestly put Steelers over the hump. I mean, the Steelers.
Yeah, because it's like they have a great offense. Like, all the pieces are there. Najee Harris, Claypool, Juju, Deontay Johnson.
Deontay Johnson's man. He's good.
Yeah, he's a stud. He's a sleeper, bro. Like, everybody just sleep on him, and he just tear it up every game. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And they got that tight end. I can't say his last name. It's something Mouth or what's his name?
Who?
The tight end for the Steelers.
Oh, Freiermuth?
Yes, that's it. So they got weapons now. They just need a quarterback. But their backup, I can't think of his name right now. He's there.
You talking about Rudolph?
Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah, he's a third string. They got Rudolph as backup.
So who else need a quarterback? Houston. I don't know how long they're gonna ride that David Mills train. That might be y'all starting quarterback next season. To be honest, they're real hype about what he did.
Yeah, man, that's not my team. So
I told you, I'll get you a David Mills jersey.
Bro, I'm gonna get my Deshaun Saints jersey. That's the only get.
Hey, if you win fantasy football again, I'm gonna buy you a David Mills jersey. I'm gonna get an autograph. I'm gonna give you an autographed David Mills jersey.
I don't want that garbage, bro. I'll burn it.
You ain't gonna frame it? Come on, man.
Hey, if Deshaun goes to the Saints, you gotta buy me a Deshaun jersey.
Sure, I'll buy myself a Deshaun jersey.
Yeah, I know you would.
Oh man,
dude, I would go crazy because
I just
want my boy to be free. I want my boy to be free, man.
Saints got the Sean Watson. I sent him a message. Said, "My ball out, son. My advice to you is stay out of massage parlors, and you be good."
Stay off of Bourbon Street, bro.
Yeah, stay off Bourbon Street. Matter of fact, don't even go out. No, don't go out, man. Stay in.
I really think the dude's a good dude. I don't know, man.
I can't see it. I know I can't. I know a lot of people do bad things that you never think they're doing, but it's just odd, man. It was just dumb timing.
The timing was weird.
Timing was super weird. You think Washington's sticking with their quarterback?
Nah, I think he's done there. He might be a backup or something.
Yeah, that's the only thing. It's on about 6 or 7 teams probably looking for a quarterback.
I think. What about Daniel Jones? You think the guys gonna stick with him?
I think they're gonna stick with him, but they're not gonna stick with Barkley.
What about the Titans? They gonna stick with Tannehill?
Yeah, I think they will.
What about the Raiders with Derek Carr?
The
Raiders with Derek Carr?
Yeah, that's another one. I know the Raiders was talking about trading him last year or the year before that, so he might be gone too. It's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be a good mix up of quarterbacks this off season. It's just weird to try to think about where these guys will land. I don't know. Maybe if we might do something after the draft. We might do something before the draft and see can we play see where these quarterbacks will land.
I think we could do better predictions after we see what coaches go where.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Cause they want the guys that know the system, and we always hear about the system. So that's what I'm thinking.
All right, the Falcons with Matt Ryan.
Oh, that's another one. The Falcons might be I know they're departing ways with Matt Ryan. I think they brought in a new regime, a new GM. And you already seen they let go of Julio. I think they trying to let go of Matt Ryan.
And Ridley.
Yeah, really. They were talking about really faking. I don't know. I'm not saying he's faking. I'm saying that I heard a report that he's faking.
Yeah.
Did you see that report?
Yeah, that's why I think he wants out because of that.
Because they say they'll treat him like a year one player.
Yeah.
And he didn't like that. He didn't bro, I'm a veteran. Give me my respect, man.
And then you got the Seahawks. Russ might be gone.
Yeah, because they still didn't fit the old line. And so I think Sean Payton really screwed us though, because we had here's our QB order: Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Winston, and the wild card was Watson. Now we don't even know since he left. Now we don't know who we're gonna have. Point blank.
Yeah, y'all were set up. Y'all were set up for next year.
I don't know what he was doing, man. It could be that. He said he wasn't having fun no more than he wasn't interested. I don't know, man. Like, who leaves a team like that fully loaded, ready to rock and roll? Barely missed the playoffs after all that.
He might have just been ready to retire, but doesn't he has a family, huh?
He's divorced. He had kids. Well, his daughter old. She's a reporter.
I don't know, man. Maybe you want to take a year off. I don't know. I really don't. I mean, I don't get it. Because he's not old.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Hey, there you go. I just thought about that. We can go shoot your shot at Sean Payton's daughter.
Shoot, I might.
Y'all about the same age. She's a reporter.
What's her name?
I don't know her name. I'm pretty sure you can find her on Twitter pretty easily.
Yeah, I'll shoot her a DM.
He's like, I'm an aspiring Major League Baseball player and I host my own podcast. She's like, okay.
Well, you see, I don't play baseball anymore, so that one's probably out. I'm retired.
Oh, man. But let's look at the other coaches real quick before we end this podcast. You can announce the Bears head coach if you got this. I know you got it in front of you.
Matt Eberflus.
There we go. That's a good hiring by the Bears, you know. Well, to be honest, I don't know, because I feel like they should have brought in an offensive-minded coach to help our fields. I don't think this is going to help our fields. I want to see what kind of offense is going to run. Because fields need help, man.
Yeah, but Matt Nagy was supposed to be an offensive guru, so.
Well, from the plays he was calling, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, exactly. He was trash.
He was like one of them guys that used to play flat football with. I'm like, what kind of play you just?
Beginning of his career, though, you're like, dang, this dude might be a good coach. He just went 12-4 with Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah. But Mitchell drove him insane.
Apparently so. I mean, I don't know if Mitchell definitely was better his rookie year than Fields was.
Fields was just under pressure a lot. And I feel like he didn't get a good grasp of the game. They just didn't put him in the right predicament to win.
Yeah, he looked like a rookie. Like, he just looked like a rookie.
Maybe the Bears send him our way.
You'd take him?
Yeah, I'd take him.
I mean, I'm not saying he's not going to be good, but you definitely got better options out there.
I'll take him as he can sit behind somebody for a couple of years.
He wouldn't want to do that.
So he need to. He want to stay in the NFL unless you want to be like Geno Smith. You better listen.
Dang, bro, don't compare him. Don't do him like that.
I was just the Geno Smith is the worst. If I had a son, if my son was not listening to me, I would just hold a picture of Geno Smith up and see, you want to be like this guy? He didn't listen, and look what happened to him.
Dude, remember when he was pouting because he didn't get drafted in the first round? I remember they showed him he was he thought he was going to get drafted in the first round he was at the draft, and they kept showing him he didn't ever get drafted in the first round. He was pissed.
Yeah, and they say he wasn't walking around talking to coaches. He was being stuck up and sticking to himself and everything. He wasn't trying to get acclimated with the organization, the people that was there. Dude, you just screwed yourself, man. He just brought in a whole bad attitude. At that point, I would just try to draft Jamarcus Russell. If I had to choose between Geno Smith and Jamarcus, I'd take Jamarcus.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm taking Jamarcus.
Marcus Russell, bro. Marcus Russell.
Hey, that's a little Gino on.
No, he ain't that bad. Remember, they sent him home with a blank tape, and he came back and said, they said, what'd you watch? And he said, oh, just some film on the game. They said, bro, it was blank. It was blank.
Dude, you know how pissed a coach, how mad would you be if you gave your player a tape and it was a blank tape, he would say he watched it. How mad would you be?
Dude, I would be hot. Especially if my organization just took you number 1 overall.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you, come here. All right, come into my office. And I'll sit down in a chair. I'll put the tape in and just play it. I said, you watch this? These are plays you watch. I just want to see the reaction on his face. Like, I wouldn't be looking at the TV. I'd be looking at his face the whole time he watched the blank screen. I said, so what you learn? What kind of play do you learn from this? I just want to see him sweat.
I would have called the GM into my office and like, look, we're putting him on the trade block right now. Wow, you still got some value.
Hey. Like GM was just like, what? Like, bro, he ain't watched the tape. He watched the blank tape, man. He didn't even watch it.
This is retarded, bro. We gotta get rid of him.
He's not smart, man. We'll cut our ties right now. We don't want to be looking like. Do you want to end up looking like the guys who drafted this guy for nothing? Do you want that stain on our legacy?
For real.
Let's trade him right now. But so how we go? Yeah, we got target because of the Bears. I want to see how that offense looks before I get my final opinion on that hire, because granted the Colts defense was legit and the Bears do have pieces there, so it's good for that defense. I want to know how they're gonna get that offense together. The Broncos hire Packers offensive coordinator Nathaniel Hackett as their new coach. I just feel like they're better candidates, man. The whole season, they never mention this man's name. They always talking about Matt LaFleur this, Matt LaFleur that. The offense is running great. It's because of Matt LaFleur.
I can honestly say I've never heard of this guy before until now.
I know. I watched Packer games. I was thinking Matt LaFleur was the offensive coordinator and the head coach.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I'm thinking the whole time. I was like, hold on, they had an OC.
That's true.
Like, God, every time they show, I never seen Aaron Rodgers talking to the guy. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't paying close attention to the TV. Maybe I just thought he was just another coach.
Yeah, I don't know. Because usually when there's big time name offensive coordinator, defense coordinators, they mention them a lot.
Yeah, this came out of left park. I was like, okay. So after I get off the podcast, I'm gonna go to the Broncos page and see what they saying. I think the Broncos fans are hyped because they think they're getting Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers never even talk highly of this guy.
Yeah, I know. Like, that's another thing. Even though they were like, "Oh yeah, Aaron Rodgers is on the Broncos," you know, I don't think so.
Yeah, this guy, y'all got his offensive coordinator that Aaron Rodgers never failed to mention in his press conferences. Yeah. So I don't know. It was always Matt LaFleur. I don't know, man. Denver making Denver moves. Is John Elway still GM, or did he step down?
I think he's still there, but you know,
he's like the VIP personnel or something like that.
Yeah. I think they should have got Brian Flores.
They should have got somebody. Maybe they're thinking because of they must forgot that they needed Aaron Rodgers to produce those type of numbers in Denver. If they don't have a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, it's not going to be the same offense. I hope they know that, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's just not going to get Teddy Bridgewater or Drew Lock to run that Aaron Rodgers offense and expect to see Aaron Rodgers offensive numbers on that team. I hope they know it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, but you can't just not everybody's an Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, exactly. So good luck to getting that offense going. Maybe they're thinking kind of the Denver offense is so bad. They're like, hey, let's bring in a guy who knows who coached Aaron Rodgers, and hopefully he can make an offense a little bit better. I don't know. I guess that's what they're thinking. Was there one more head coaching? I think that was it.
I think those were the only two.
Yeah, that was the only two. Oh, I had a picture of the same guy.
Oh, yeah, and Dan Quinn said he's staying with the Cowboys.
I don't think Dan Quinn is all that great anyway.
He's a good defense coordinator, but I don't think he's a good head coach.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I don't think he's just like that. But hopefully we might see some more moves coming up this week, and maybe about coming this week with coaches and being fired or who's been let go. I've been looking at a couple of mock drafts and looking bad. They were talking about Saints picking Kenny Pickett.
Oh, the quarterback from Pitt?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't think you have to draft your quarterback.
No, I'm skipping this draft, man.
yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling this draft either.
I'm not liking it, so it is what it is. Anything else you got on your mind?
Big Ben retired, man.
Oh, yeah, Big Ben retired. Shout out to him. 2-time Super Bowl winning champ, Hall of Famer. I mean, dude, I always liked Big Ben. He always played, with his heart on his sleeve, played hard. He really brought into that, the blue collar worker. He gonna work hard and play hard. The whole Steelers organization, they've been like that since day one. So he embodied the Steelers aura and their whole attitude. He was just perfect.
Yep, great competitor, great leader. He's definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer for sure.
Yes, most definitely. No, he don't really get the respect he deserved, but man, he held his own versus Tom and Payton, Phillip and Jay Cutler and all them boys. He did what he had to do. He won 2 Super Bowls.
Don't ever put Jay Cutler next to those names ever again.
Man, Jay Cutler was a straight beast, man. It's just misunderstood.
But do not put him next to them, though.
If Jay Cutler was an adequate quarterback, if he actually cared, he probably been better than he really was.
Yeah, he did. He had a cannon.
Yeah. It's just some instance he just didn't care. He just wants to smoke cigarettes.
Yeah. We got to hear to end it. We got to hear your final words about Sean Payton.
Man, Sean Payton, my guy. He brought a lot of joy to the city, or New Orleans, and not just the city, but all the Saints fans all across the country. Man, he was a great person on off the field, and I think there's never gonna be another coach like him in the Saints organization. He changed the whole culture. He brought that winning attitude. Do your job, and we just look forward to a game every Sunday. He made it fun and enjoyable to watch, and it's sad to see him go, but we cherish all the moments he gave us, and we look forward to the future. I know he's gonna be rooting for us too, so that made me happy to look forward to what the Saints do this coming up season. And he'll always have my respect, even though he might come back and coach again, but he'll still be our favorite coach and our coach, and that's never going to change.
Man, that was beautiful, man. Made me brought a tear to my eye.
You know, and he didn't make me cry like Drew did, but you know, he's like that figure that you know you just look up to. You like, man, I love to play for a guy like that. You know,
yeah.
You know, he's a player coach that really care about you know you as a person, what you do on the field and off the field, and that's what I love about Sean Payton. You know, if you brought in baggage, man, don't come to the team. He wanted good guys, blue collar guys. You know, they're gonna work hard. They're playing this game because they love it and they putting food on their family tables. You know, he wanted family men, and that's what's in this locker room right now. Is good guys that love their community and love their family. And that's like I said, every time if a coach have them type of morals and type of principles, man, you want to play for him. You gonna play for him hard. You gonna give it everything you got. And I think that's why a lot of the Saints players and other players around the league respect him because of what he stands for and what kind of culture, you know, he brought to the locker room.
Yeah, I know losing Drew Brees and Sean Payton back to back. That's pretty rough.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna pass out. When y'all texted me that, man, I think you said in the group chat. I said, "Where you see that at?"
Yeah.
I wasn't driving, but I was riding with my partner in the truck when you test that. And I looked down, I was like, what? I was like, what this dude talking about? What is he smoking? I said, it's too early for this.
Yeah.
And that's why I put out my phone after you sent that text. I was like, this dude tripping. And I looked it up, I was like, oh. I was like, dang. I was like, what the crap? I just looked at my phone, I was like, huh?
And then Tyler said, I'm finna throw up.
I was speechless for a good minute. I was like, I didn't know what was going on. Like, huh? Wait, what just happened? Where did this come from? You know how you sit down watching TV and your girl come to the room and she's like, I want to talk about our spend time together. You like, huh? Where this coming from? That's how I felt like Sean Payton. Like, what? Where this coming from, Sean Payton? What are you talking about?
The worst thing to ever hit my phone notification was I look at my phone. It says Texans trade for David Johnson. I was like, oh, okay, that's a nice pickup. 5 minutes later, it said DeAndre Hopkins was part of the package. I was like, are you kidding me? DeAndre Hopkins, bro.
Hey, you felt like driving down to an organization demanding an answer.
Like, this has to be a joke, right? Like, is this April 1st? Like,
I know. I grabbed I put my head my hand on my head. I was like, what? When I saw that, I was laughing because I knew you was just beside.
No, remember?
Like,
you texted me. You're like, dang, y'all got David Johnson, nice pickup. And I was like, yeah, I know, man.
Yeah.
Cause I was like, I know, man. I think I'm gonna like that. And then 5 minutes later, I text you back. I was like, bro, DeAndre Hopkins was part of the package.
Yeah, I was like, what? I could, but even I was shocked. Cause I know I text you. I was like, yo, y'all got David. I was like, okay, y'all beefing up their running game. Cause I think that was when y'all lost, not Lamar, but it was the other guy. Carlos Hyde, yeah. And I was like, okay, they trying. David Johnson might have some juice left. He might get the old David Johnson, so the old David Johnson. I was like, and you said D-Hop? I'm like, you gotta be, no. What kind of dumb trade is that?
Even if he would have been the old David Johnson, it still wouldn't have mattered.
I was just thinking y'all getting the David Johnson, he might be the old David Johnson. I was just thinking like that. I ain't thinking about D-Hop being part of that package. I was like,
oh, he was old, all right.
Yeah, I was like, yo, what is going on? Why would they do something like that? Then hear reports coming out that he didn't like D-Hop bringing all them baby mamas or kids around, something like that, to that effect. He didn't like how you living his life. But you never saw a dude in newspaper, getting arrested or anything like that.
Yeah, but I don't care how many baby mamas. I don't care if you're freaking DeAndre Hopkins and you're playing for my team. I don't care how many baby mamas you bring around.
He trying to repopulate the earth.
Huh?
I said he just trying to repopulate the earth.
Exactly, man. He ain't bothering nobody.
He said he ain't bothering nobody. Dude, just try to get a game on. That's all.
Yeah, that's it, man. Play's gonna play, man.
Bill O'Brien, you just worry about your own wife. You just go home to your own wife, okay? He like, dang. He was probably like, dang. I wish I could be like D-Hop. He said, "Oh, Tracy."
But I don't know who he has a wife or who his wife is, but I just want to say I'm so sorry, Miss O'Brien.
No, you should have said Miss O'Brien. You should do a better job. Cause you was hating on D-Hop.
Miss O'Brien, you might be on the trade block.
You better get your act together. You see what happened to D-Hop. You better start doing something right.
We can trade D-Hop for David Johnson. He can trade you too, I promise.
Yo, you better go put your profile on singles.com. ChristianMeagle.com.
Yeah, for real. Cause I know Bill O'Brien.
Profile up.
Yeah, we know Bill O'Brien and Christian making them trades.
eHarmony. Go and get your eHarmony profile. Go and pay you $10 a month and get your profile started. You got your husband is on it.
Yeah, that's
very on it, man. All right, there's anything you want to bring up?
No, that's it.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to the show. Next week, we might be bringing on a special guest. His name's RC. He's a 49ers fan, so it's going to be wild to hear his perspective if they win or lose. I know it's going to be great either way. So he'll be coming to you next week. Like I said, our website going to be up and running February 11th, so look out for our hot gear and cop y'all a couple hoodies and shirts that represent the VOL family fan base. And we thank y'all for all the support. I'll drop our social media links in the description box, so like and subscribe and share with family and friends. We appreciate y'all. We out of here.
You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast.